Hey there, Brandon Hanley here. Just wanted to reach out to you and let you know kind of why these blogs were being done, why these book reviews are being done, and just kind of the space that they're coming from. Honestly, when I sit down and do these reviews, it's coming from a place that I'm expecting to learn something from them, and I'm gonna try and share them and that information and how it's impacted me, or just how I feel about what I've just read. And I want to share that with you, and hope that it helps you, inspires you to move forward. And I can honestly say that if you talked to me even 6, 7 months ago, that I wouldn't be the guy saying, "Hey, go read this book. This is going to change your life. This is going to blow your mind." Right? That wasn't me even 6, 7 months ago. A couple of the things that I stumbled upon that really kind of changed my current trajectory were a blog post that cited how to habit stack, and in that habit stacking there was reading 20 pages of a book a day. I used to always read a lot growing up as a child and really enjoyed it, and I figured that it was something that I could definitely reincorporate back into my life, and I wanted to, and I have. One of the books that I read right after that was Zig Ziglar's Secrets to Closing the Sale, and that really helped me out a lot because it really just put my head on a swivel to tell me where a lot of sales should be coming from, and kind of what the salesman should be having, salesperson should have behind them and in their heart, and what they're trying to accomplish when they're doing a sale, creating a sale. So I was really inspired by that book, and it really lit a fire under me. Not that I hadn't already been trying to be the best me that I could be, or wasn't trying to be the best father or best husband that I could be, but it really kind of lit me up a little bit, and I came to a startling conclusion that here I am. I've got a pretty awesome life. I've got a great wife. I've got 2 great healthy children, a beautiful home, and a wonderful neighborhood, great job. All these things are great in my life, and each one thing is keystone to another piece. Without any of it, maybe it falls apart the way that it is right now. But I'm eternally grateful for that aspect and all these good things going on in my life. And I stood up one day and realized, wow, I got here without really any true direction or guidance from myself. I just kind of ended up here, and I didn't plot this out. And I said to myself, man, it would be awesome if I just maybe participated in my own life and started making some of my own choices for myself, on purpose, right, with a purpose. And that kind of came to me too. And the whole other background on this thing too is that even though I've got all these good things in my life, it kind of came from a place where maybe it's always been I've had a positive attitude and just didn't realize it or put a name on it, just because it just seemed natural to me to be this way. I can tell you right now, one of the first images that I had of growing up as a child was my mom hitting my dad over the head with a guitar. He was an abusive spouse. He was they may have both been into drugs at the time, and she had the wherewithal to get out of there. Filed, put him in jail, filed for divorce, and next thing I recall, pretty awesome image that I recall is my sister, who's 6 years older than I was, and I sitting in the back of a pickup truck, looking at the stars as we cruised down to Tucson, Arizona, to go hang out with or live with Unicorn, who was, I'm guessing he had a real other name, or his parents maybe did name him that, but this was the late 70s, so who's to know? But I grew up without a father, and I also grew up with with being told, hey, just try to get C's and just get through, and just do what you need to do to get by. And so I was never really had anybody behind me, like pushing me real hard, at least not to my knowledge, and I wasn't doing it to myself. I was a pretty average student here and there. I can always recall the teacher saying, hey, the least you could do is why don't you apply yourself? If you just apply yourself. And I always kind of jokingly say, well, you know what, all these years later, maybe what they could have said was, you should apply what you're learning to what you're doing, whatever. I've always been told I was smart and was able to do things, and I've never had a lack of confidence in what I could do or what I've been capable of doing. I just never really felt like I've done anything greater than myself, I guess. And so, that's just kind of where these are all coming from. That's where this is coming from. I just feel like I'm at a point where if there's so much more that I could offer. I want to show my children what it's like to kind of go for their dreams. I want to show myself that I can do it. I want to wake up every day and want to be awake to do something, to live, to breathe. I don't want to wake up and hate where I'm at. I enjoy life way too much. I've got way too much energy to not give it back out there. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this, and that's what this is. It's a little bit of a kind of a journey towards being my best that I can be. Some days are gonna be I'll do the best I can every day, and some days may not have all that should be. And I also liken this little story to it could be a little bit like Forrest Gump, where we're just running and people come along and say, why are you running? And I'm like, I don't know, but get a group together, make a movement. As long as we're all kind of together in this, taking a journey, steps forward. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I heard something today on another podcast from Zig Ziglar's daughter, and the interviewer said, "Hey, we're not out there trying to raise good children. We're trying to raise good adults." So, I mean, that's the other thing I'm trying to do. Just trying to better myself every day and be better than I was yesterday. That's about it. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm looking forward to the journey, guys. Hope a couple of you kind of hang out there. It's either gonna be the Forrest Gump or what did I say here? I had a good one. Don't go away. I lost it. Forrest Gump or the Yellow Brick Road and Dorothy. So one way or another, we're gonna get to Oz. Thanks, guys.